course, we're in the full swing of Prismatic Evolutions, and it is the most expensive modern set that I have ever seen, and I think it's probably the most expensive modern era set that has probably ever existed. I know, especially upon release. I don't think we've ever had a set that has this many valuable cards ever. So today, we'll be going through everything Prismatic. We'll be talking about the most expensive cards in the set and what they are price-wise, not only in the US, but over here in the UK as well. So let's get into the madness. Okay, we're looking at PokeJace today. Prismatic. Oh, baby. So we have here, you can see at the top there, total value over $10,000. We have not had a set this expensive like ever. Let me give you guys an example before we carry on. So this is $10,000, right? So let's take a little trip. Let's have a look at Evolving Skies. Okay, we look at Evolving Skies. Total value 5k, right? And that's taken time for these cards to appreciate to this high in value. 5k. Bearing in mind 1.6k of that is the Umbreon. So 5k, right? Okay, let's take a look at a different set, another big boomer. Let's look at a 151, right? Big set, people love it, absolutely amazing. 1.2k. All right, be like, okay, that's pretty good. Well, what about Team Up? You know, that's taking a lot of time. There's a load of expensive cards in Team Up, and you're right, there is a lot of cards that are expensive in Team Up. Booster box is like $3,000. The whole set you can buy for a price of a box, pretty much. 3.6k. Now, bearing in mind, 3.6k is very, very good. And we look at another set. I don't know. Let's look at the Surgeon Sparks. Of course, I had the Pikachu. Very expensive. 1.8k. So you may be thinking to yourself, yeah, but what about Japanese, right? We've got a Japanese 151. Now, 151 had all of the Master Balls. Let's take a look. We look at Japanese 151. 3.4k. Right? And that's including all those crazy Master Balls. So let's take a look at Terrestrial Festival. How much is Terrestrial Festival? We're looking at 4k. All right, so 4k for Terrestrial Festival. So the fact is, when we go to English and we look at Prismatic and we see a set that's worth $10,000, it definitely raises some eyebrows. Now, I will say a lot of these cards will go down in value. They just will. Okay, and the reason why they will is because people will still open up this set. They're ripping packs. I did a video covering the pull rates, and the pull rates actually aren't that bad when it comes to getting volumes of hits. But to get these specific top cards is very difficult. It's very difficult. Not quite as difficult as Evolving Skies level, but it is the toughest in the whole of the Scarlet and Violet era. So it's kind of Evolving Skies level. That's how difficult it is. So we're looking at this. We're looking at the Umbreon, 1.6k for that card. So pretty much what it is similar to the one Evolving Skies, pretty much the same price. Then we have the Sylveon at 700. Then we have the Leafeon at nearly 500. Then we have the Master Ball Reverse Umbreon, which is extremely difficult to pull. That one is nearly 500. And then the madness continues. 400. Then we've got the Espeon at 300, 260. So pretty much all the evolutions are over $200 plus if you want the special illustration rares. Like I say, I do expect them to fall, but it's going to take time. Don't forget, this set has been, I say released, but I mean, it is going to be released with new products throughout the whole year. It's got a very long release window. Pokemon have announced that they're just going to reprint this set to maximum capacity, whatever that may be. Who knows? So there's going to be a lot of packs open. So a lot of the value of these cards will fall. I still think they're going to be very high compared to any other set, but they will go down. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. Let's take a look at some of the other cards rather than EV cards all the time. So we've got the Roaring Moon. That's going for $220, which we compare that to any other set. Normally, $200 card is just craziness. Golden Pikachu at $200. We got the Ceruledge EX 1A1, and then we got the other evolutions in Master Ball. You've got Master Ball Sylveon 150, Flareon, like pretty much anything evolutions very good. The Dragapult is 113, that's pretty good. Same with the Iron Valiant, that's a $100 card. And then we get into some of the other ones. So we do have the Lacey, that's a $100 card. Terrapagos, another $100 card. And the thing is like when I rate sets, I normally like rate them by like how many cards are in the set that are over $10, $20, $30, $50, is there a $100 card? And normally if there's a $100 card or more, I tend to rate the set pretty high as long as the rest of the set isn't too bad in the overall average value rather than just all in on one card. That's why I say like Surgeon Sparks is very, very good because there's so many cards that are worth a good chunk of change. This set takes all of that to a whole new level. Like if I do a tier list right now, this would be in a completely separate tier. This would be an S plus set, okay? Like I would put, I think I rated Surgeon Sparks as S tier. I think I put Twilight at S tier. This is an S plus. We have to put this in a whole separate category. And yeah, even Ogapons are around $100. Of course, I do expect a lot of these to drop. I really do. And you're also seeing other cards that have Master Ball versions fetching very, very good price points. And yeah, so like, this is the thing, a lot of it will fall. I mean, even if you just got the normal Pokeball reverse Umbreon, that's like nearly a $40 card. The only SIR we've pulled is Drayton, which is around $30. I don't think we pulled any others. Yeah, we've only really pulled full art trainers pretty much from this set, which is just, I don't know, it just feels kind of bad, you know? It really, really does feel bad. But overall, the value is in the Pokeballs and the Master Ball reverses right now, mainly the Master Ball. If it's a EV and it's a Pokeball, it's going to be pretty good. So we've got the normal just Umbreon EX there at $14. Again, all of these will fall, but I think the top big super duper EV cards, they will hold a very high value. If you look at Evolving Skies, they're a couple of $100 each, and I think these ones will pretty much be the same. I do think that all the other type of SIRs will fall, like the Roaring Moon, Sorilla, Giant Valley, and Dragapult. I do think all of those will fall, but I think these will hold an incredible amount of money. Okay, right, let's take a look over here in the UK. What has been going on? I just searched up basically Prismatic Special Illustration Red, so give us an idea of what has been going on eBay. So you got the Ursaluna, £40. We've got Ogerpon at 30. So we had the Espeon, to give you guys an example, $250. So what are we saying? We saw it at what is it? Espeon. So it's actually worth more here. You know, $300 there. So $250. You know, pretty expensive. Then we look at Palafin, 65. So the Ogerpons don't really sell very well. 320 for the Jolteon. What was it over here? Jolteon, 230. So yeah, a lot more expensive here in the UK. Dragapult got 95. Sandshocks, quite low at 30. Some of the full art trainers at 25. Raging Bolt, £100. How much was it here? I think it was a lot less, wasn't it? Raging Bolt, quite far down, right? 52. So it sells for a lot here for that Raging Bolt. Roaring Moon, 145. We got the Glaceon at 195. That seems quite cheap compared to some of the others. Then we got the Golden Cheese String. Then we got the Umbreon. So the Umbreon did actually sell for £1,000. Holy smokes. This one here, I know, got best offer accepted, probably around 1,000. The Big Bear, normal EV, 147. Leafeon, 240. Palafin there. So, I mean, some good values across the board. 1.3k. Look at that. 1.3k there. So, I mean, 1k there. 600 for the Sylveon. Guys, absolutely next level. Unbelievable. But like I say, I do think they'll drop. But right now, I mean, you could be like, Jace, is it worth buying them? Is it worth picking them up? Probably not. I think, like I said, I think they'll fall. But then they'll fall and then they'll bounce back. They just will. If you look at Evolving Skies, it just will. There's a lot coming. I think maybe wait. And I always say to people, if you're going to buy cards, don't buy them within the first few weeks of a set releasing, because they're going to be like super hyped to the absolute max. But I think wait till more and more packs get opened. So right now we've had product delays across the board. So keep an eye out. But yeah, overall, very, very expensive, very, very impressive of how much these cards are going for. And I mean, you could say, oh, shall I sell them if I pull them? You need the money, but overall, I would send them off to get them graded and hopefully get a 10, because that would be even more craziness. But yeah, really, really expensive. There you have it, guys. Those are the most expensive cards from Prismatic, a 10k set. Look, you know, it's going to be very difficult to master. If anybody does that, fair play to you. But yeah, there's a lot of money in this set. There's a lot of money sloshing around. And when people open up your products, they're going to be opening up a ton, right? We've only had like the ETBs, Dual Vibe Blisters. Here in the UK, we've had a lot of stuff delayed. We've had the poster collections delayed. The binder collections have been delayed. Then next month, we've got the mini tins and the surprise boxes. Then in March, we've got the booster bundles. And then we've got like, I think, another collection, the EV pouch collection box thing that comes out in April. And then after April, there's nothing for a few months. And then you've got 2 more products being released around September time. But there's going to be a reprint. They're going to print in a lot of this set. We don't know how much, of course. I do think the prices will fall, especially when it comes to single cards. Sealed product will take a dip and then bounce back, but sometimes single cards don't always recover from their all-time highs. Sometimes they do. I think the pull rates for those top cards are so difficult that they'll hold their value and they will do very well in the future. Of course, if you get them at a 10, that's just impressive. If you made this far into the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more Pokemon content. And guys, what have you pulled from Prismatic? Do you have a Moonbreon, Sumbreon, whatever you want to call it? And, you know, what's your experience of the set? You know, do you have a lot of these expensive cards? What do you think is going to happen with these single cards moving forward. I think they'll fall, but I think they'll hold still an insane level of money. Where would the set hold overall, like value? I mean, it's 10k right now. I would expect it to be over maybe 5-6k or more. So I think the Master Balls will hold up quite a lot of the value, like it did with Japanese in Terrestrial and of course in 151. But yeah, overall, we're in crazy, crazy times, and this is by far the best Scarlet and Violet era set. In fact, it is currently, value-wise, the most expensive set that I have ever seen. So yeah, wild. But that is it from me, guys, in today's video. If you watch more Pokemon content, make sure to click the video on the screen, and of course make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.